I wonder if this is working. I wonder. I really do.
How sweet of a fucking meta introduction back to live streaming is that? I wanted to react to this live stream and I didn't know how to lead it in, but he does such a good job doing it himself. Khalil, trustworthy, faithful, trustworthy Khalil always can count on you. You want to listen to some fucking Jorrun? God damn, it's getting hot. Jorrun identity. This is clicking and killing time while people come into the chat. I'm doing it and he's doing it at the same time. How do you like that? You already know what it is, director's commentary. Let's get extra meta. We're going to react to him reacting to his own content as we've done before, as we may do again. I'm pretty sure I came at the last break from live streaming. I said I needed to come back because something about Jorrun just popped into my head and pissed me off. And that's really it. I think eventually I'd love to do this more. So I've never been super comfortable doing it solo, but you gotta, you gotta ease in there somehow. And Jorrun's always ready to be critiqued. I think Jorrun, it's still so fresh, huh? It hasn't been done to death already. There and back again. We're gonna find new things to say and laugh at. God willing, from now until the end of YouTube, I think we can make it happen. As long as people keep showing up, I'm just gonna keep doing it. Maybe I'll start fucking coughing and snorting into the mic and clicking, and you guys can try to figure out which is which. Is it him or me? Who did you think was typing that? Was that him or me? That was him.
I am confused. I am so confused. Is this working? Is this working?
Cookie whoopie pie. You just give me some eggs in the chat? Is that what those are? Bald head?
Hey, okay. So, let's start this stream off with an apology. Because
he could have done... Wes went wrong. Wes should have advised him to prepare an apology stream and not an apology video. And he could have made it like a whole press conference. And he could have taken questions from the media. And people could have jumped in as like changed their username to like New York Times or something. Washington Herald here. What do you have to say for yourself? What do you have to say on behalf of the victims? Will you ever return to comedy again? Mr. Jorrun. Thank you. That is all. Thank you very much.
Is it really Jorrun comedy if I don't apologize? Of course not. Hello, my beautiful, beautiful people. All right, I thought this was going to be a nice
Welcome, everybody, again. Hi, Donde. Hi, 87 so-called cocksuckers. That's a nice one. And C&J Dev, all the gang's all here. Wow. I decided to take a break from streaming at the best possible time, which is just after I like upgraded a bunch of stuff to streaming. Like I have like a soundboard that I never use, and I got my own place now, too, so I really could operate whenever I feel like it, whenever I'm home. Why did he leave the church? When did he align himself with the Church of Satan, and who told him he was funny or capable? Cookie Whoopie Pie, you would have made an expert journalist. Think about when, yeah. CNJ Dev, I appreciate your condolences. New year, same shit. Go Bills.
Easy open, but BAWT. I hit Streamlabs and it says not connected. Then I went into YouTube and it said old stream. I'm like, fuck, I have people waiting for me. Am I gonna lose them? I don't want to lose you. Anyways, here I am.
It's too bad that he tried to really double down on the ogre metaphor, because this, what I'm looking at right now, that is very goblin coded. It's giving a big, like, Spider-Man Green Goblin energy, which I feel like is just as is actually more. I mean, goblins are. I invoke images of sort of like conniving, like little mischievous creatures, always up to no good. Whereas Lorne is not very large and lumbering, though he can cause destruction, like driving through the side of a house or slowly destroying his own house over time. I don't know. I just feel like the goblin metaphor is better. Hello, everyone. Hi, QWERTY.
Yeah. Let me say hello to my friends Spencer Severa, Roy, Euro. You guys are awesome. Off the Verge, Danny, my precious Midwestern princess. Mwah.
Eel Rearg, did you just are you popping in to say hi? Is your stream still going? I think I saw you were live just a minute ago. I didn't mean to step on any toes. I forgot to go through the formal application process to stream, because I wanted to stream, but there were two very much larger channels than me streaming at the time. So I said I'll can this alpha male stream for later, because that's what an alpha male does when trying to make a name for himself in the world of comedy. When everybody is home and on their phones and looking for stuff to do, says, I better wait until I have permission. I don't want to step on anybody's toes.
Scarlet, my number one. Ow! Okay, things are looking good. TCAP.
Things are looking like you have, like the stream is online. There's nothing happening that is looking good other than you figured out how to get the stream. And even starting, I mean, you did it. So 2 minutes and 33 seconds into the stream, and he's like, I finally checked everything that I need to in order to move forward with the live stream. So, oh, all right, yeah, we would definitely gonna be doing Heisenberg Jorrun stream. Like that pause there. Ow!
My best friend. Yay!
He says that with sincerity. Like when he says, "Oh, let me say hi to my friends, my best friend." I don't think. I don't know. Maybe he does kind of just throw that out like nothing. That's why he doesn't have any real friends, because he'll just throw that title onto people as a means to an end, right? Like, hey, hello, Scarlet Ebony. Hello, Kelp Pill, Melina. You'll notice that if you go back and listen to my streams, I'm what is this Jorrun impression? It doesn't sound anything like him. You'll note that I'm very popular in the community. I'm best friends, as everyone will say, with TCAP recipes and clobbering time. So thank you. Rear, I'll just send you the 23andMe ancestry report. We can go all the way down, track country by country where my family emigrated from. 1,000 years ancestry, if that'll do it for you. That's Jorrun identity right there. Best friend. That's right. Best friend in the whole community. In the whole community. Community. He even says like the easy jokes, the in jokes. Just he delivers them poorly. But maybe I'll work on my Jorrun impression. I can deliver like the cadence of his voice when quoting him pretty well, but I don't know about the sound. Like it's New Englandy, but it's not Boston-y. Hey guys, it's your boy. Yeah, but he was doing a bit of a voice then, I think. It's your boy Jorrun Comedy. Guess who just got back right from the Guess who just got back from the copyright office?
Dilally, if I mispronounced.
Homestar Runner. That is not what I would describe Jorrun as.
I'm sorry. Hello, friends. Hello so much for coming. I really appreciate it. Here is my situation. I decided, so you guys may or may not know, but I spent the past week.
He's very sing-songy with his voice. You guys may or may not know, like, why is he so hot? I know that when he talks calmly, normally, it's down here. Wes, I am freaking out. It's over for me, Wes. Then he goes, very much. Oh, you said him with a be a troll. Up and down roller coaster.
Doing some professional training in my super.
Speaking of sing-songy, you guys want to see a funny video? I had to cue it up. Just I didn't know how I was going to cue it in because it has nothing to do with anything, but it just makes me laugh. The caption is irrelevant. It's just one of the best Alex Jones clips.
Liberal, happy fun, la la la, human smuggling, fentanyl deaths, forced government euthanasia, chopping up children's genitals, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la.
I just realized that might have actually been dangerous because I'm pretty sure AJ is banned on YouTube. So I hope nobody flags that down. I'll just be thinking that sometimes in my head. Liberal.
Secret job that I tell no one about.
Yeah, I joined a Homestar Runner fan page on Facebook like last week. Like I was thinking about it. It popped up. I was like, hell yeah, I want to be there. Computer over. Virus equals very, yes.
And it was a full-time thing. I was doing it Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5 Pacific Standard Time, which for me, of course, is 3 hours earlier.
Wait, back up. What was he doing for full time? Is he talking about food service? Hang on.
May or may not know, but I spent the past week doing some professional training in my super secret.
Oh no. Training for a super secret job that he will never tell any. He didn't tell any of us. We sort of figured it out on our own, didn't we? Right? I don't think he told anybody. He tell a catfish? I don't think so. Yeah, we figured it out. He wasn't very. He was pretty. Like he didn't keep it a secret. He kept it a secret, but it didn't really need to. Like it didn't matter. But because he made a big deal out of keeping it a secret, then people wanted to know what it was. Like, and I feel like it was something that he would have wanted to like have people known. Like, ladies, I'm good with my hands, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, for anybody who didn't know, Jorrun was a cobbler who made shoes at night because he's part elf. Something that he wanted to keep secret because of all the mythical creature shit talking he does on a regular basis. He didn't want to get out there that he's a little elf.
job that I tell no one about. And it was a full-time thing. I was doing it Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5 Pacific Standard Time, which for me, of course, is 3 hours earlier. And I'm exhausted. So I only put out one video this week.
That's right, Don. He's professional, employed clobber best friend. For $49.99 a month, you can become a best friend of Clobbering Time. And for $89, you can get the premium friendship package, which also includes a welcome basket sent to you. Items include paper bags for your face. It's a full technical manual on how to fuck up live stream and have tons of technical errors and issues. What are some other staples of Clobber? It's been a while. He was on my brain today too. I don't know what it was today. I was just thinking about the golden age of live streaming in the TCAP Jorrun verse. So I reached out to him today. Actually, this is no joke. We don't talk a whole lot, but I did send him a text just to let him know that things are going okay, and I was thinking of him. But I didn't word it like that. I didn't word it at all. It was just I just sent him a PNG of Nathan Peterman, as I do about every 6 months, just to fuck with him, just to troll him. I think the Bears signed Peterman once to the practice squad like 2 years ago, and now this is our longest running tradition. Every 5 to 6 months, I just send him a Nathan Peterman photo, and he goes, "What?" And then I never talk to him again.
By the way, I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you all got into it. Sex Armstrong style, starring the lovely Kelp Pill, was phenomenal. Please watch that after this if you get a chance.
That sounds like some fun content that people in the TCAP community would really enjoy. Sex Armstrong style. It's because of the nature of Lorne and the crime and the chat and the call, not so much the calls really, but the crime and the chat log and the calls with the decoy. Most of us see the sex in it as the sex crime. Like, and also laugh at his failed attempt at it. But Jorrun just sees the sex. He just sees sex. He's saying, "Give me some sex, and I'll find ways to make comedy about the sex." Like, so he's like, "Great, that's my in. I can make sexual content," which is very hard to do in comedy. To default to sex and penis and butt and jizz, very highbrow humor, takes a lot of practice. That's all he sees in this community. He doesn't understand that when we're quoting it and mocking it, that we're pretty well aware that by doing it, because it's not something that you should do in a serious situation, it's sort of like somehow loops back around to being funny because it's so serious, and it's so weirdly serious because he was such a goofball that it seemed harmless. Like, nobody would see him as a threat if they didn't know all the context. It's say, look at that goofball. He screams. He's got anger issues. He's fucking a wreck. Yeah. Now he's like, oh, good. They do talk an awful lot about sex in this community. This is great for my sex jokes. And by sex jokes, it means just quoting the chat and just putting emphasis on, like, but, and go, thing, your thing.
Give me a like, a comment, that helps. And I said, I want to kick back. And I've always loved director's commentaries, the DVD features. I'm like, screw it. I'm going to play my earliest series teaching your children about the Church of God.
Oh my God. I just realized that you're listening to me comment over his commentary over his teaching the children about the Church of God and providing insight, context behind the scenes. There were no scenes, but about God. Speaking of ancestry, right? Thousands and thousands of years of my ancestors fighting for their fucking lives to have a better, brighter future for their children and their children's children. And we made it all the way to here, present day. You know what I'm doing right now? I'm doing that. I'm doing the commentary over the teaching the children of the Church of God. Do I have a soundbite that would suit how I feel about that? I'm gonna get good at these. Oh yeah, wait, I know I do. Oh God. What have I become? Oh, I got some Green Goblin in here too.
Finish it! Finish
it! That's just me sadly reflecting on my life.
I offered you friendship, and you spat in my face.
This stream... oh yeah, let's get back to the Jorrun. Sorry.
I'm gonna do it with some friends in the audience, and we're gonna chill out. We're gonna have a good time, you know? We'll see
Number
what
7.
happens as Anthony.
Student watches porn and gets naked.
I forgot about some...
What would say. And for anyone who's curious about the creative process, I'm here for you. Euro.
Oh, so that's nice. So it's a treat for the fans and doubles as the creative process. The creative process. The creative process. I can do the creative process of how I decided to wipe my fucking ass today when I was on the toilet. Anyone want to hear the creative process to that? What about the creative process of writing a novel? Writing, acting and directing in a film. There's a creative process I'd like to learn more about. The creative process is how many? You're fucking what? 48 at the time. You must be like 69 right now. 74. You think all these people here don't make content like you do because they just aren't creative? Like, I can't believe that nobody else does this type of stuff. Like, it's so easy, but I'm also a professional. I'm a trained professional. I know what I'm doing.
Yes, thumbs up. Thank you, Euro. You're the best. Scarlett, Jorrun got...
Sub to Euro. Do you guys like the thumbnail of the video, by the way? Not this green fella. The one I made. Just for this one.
all kind of girls. All kinds. All kinds. As the Hodge twins would say. All kinds. Okay.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
See, 9 p.m. for me. Euro, thank you for staying up. TCAP says I can only do one video now in the back. I'll tell. Oh, TCAP, guess what, bro? I didn't get to tell you. I officially go back to work on the 17th. 9 more days of freedom, man. So I'm going to try to go ham, as the kids say, put out a lot of content next couple of weeks for this AMI Singing channel. So we're going to see what happens. But, yeah. Playtime is over. The real world beckons. So, Jace. Hello, Jace. Are you new to my channel? We're just going to do...
Whoa, Jace. You're not my best friend. I only have best friends.
little director's commentary. I'm going to play some of my older videos and pause them to talk over them. Should be fun. So, this is the first one I ever did. It's called, obviously, the series is called Teaching Your Children About the Church of God. This one is the...
Oh yeah, that thumbnail, that is a unedited, undoctored photo of Lorne. Not Lorne. Jorrun Angle. Just kind of with his dead, soulless stare. It's his main picture on his OkCupid profile. So
the imaginary backstory of Sir Clobbering Time.
tell me, am I the only one that has removed, like ripped the Band-Aid and just fucking cold turkey Jorrun for the last 6 months? Or do you guys still periodically come around to some of your favorite streams? Because I think it deserves in small doses. It's fun because I get angry all over again, but eventually I get angry for so long that I'm like, I gotta fucking step away. Shit, we haven't even gotten to the teaching your children.
So, a little background here. I was in the Church of God about 4 months, and I decided I wanted to do content, and I get this crazy idea for me explaining real-life events as if I'm telling them to a child.
Oh.
So, I turned real-life events and people into fairy tales. And seems to have gone over well. And the first one I ever did was for Clobbering Time, and he played this as the intro to his show for, about a month.
And he was so excited. Clobber was so grateful. I'll never forget what Clobber said when I said, Mr. Clobbering Time, I made you something. I made it really special for you. I know what he said.
I don't even know who you are.
Oh.
And I went from 0 subscribers to 50 pretty much
0?
overnight. So I'll always be thankful for that. But here we go. Oh, Jay says he's lurked on some of my music videos, so welcome aboard. Here we go.
Hi there, boys and girls.
Can everyone hear it okay?
Today, we will learn about a member of the Church of God named Sir Clobbering Time.
Yeah.
His actual name is Clobbering Ting Time, but the ting is silent.
He has since dropped the ting. Moment of silence for the ting. That's enough.
Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, there was a wonderful princess named Betty. Betty was very much beloved by her subjects.
Oh my God, Betty, we love you, Betty!
One day,
Saint Betty of Cambridge. Nothing but love.
an evil ogre known as the Lord
You sure about that?
terrorized.
You sure about that? That's why?
He scared the princess into giving him all the riches of the kingdom. Oh no!
So obviously we're going into the real life events. And when I decided, of course, that the number one villain would be obviously Lauren Armstrong, I'm like, okay, what is a good fairy tale character that I can put him in there? Obviously, he's ugly and misshapen looking, so that helps.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, an ogre. Ogres are evil and fierce, but at the same time, unless they're really, really huge, which sometimes they are, they can be pretty cowardly. And I'm like,
And that's going back and forth between, it was going to be either that or a mummy. And mummies are cursed and scary, as we know, and supernatural. But in a weird way, when taken out of the sarcophagus and when the pharaoh's curse is lifted, they could be kind of chill. You know, I don't need to be telling you guys. Everybody knows this.
I'm like, okay, how do I change his name to sound more fairy tale-ish? I'm like, well, Armstrong doesn't help, right? Armstrong is a cool last name. But I'm like, Lorne, his middle name is Lynn. I have to do something with that. And I'm like, the Lorne Lynn. So he became the evil ogre, Lorne Lynn.
Fascinating.
He did this by showing her his big, ugly, stupid, misshapen face. What would the princess do? She knew she needed a brave hero to protect the kingdom.
Let's not pretend any of us would not be scared if we saw that hideous face. So part of the fun of this series is when I get angry, because I enjoy getting angry, as does my lovely Scarlet Ebony. And so that's pretty cool. Ape says, seriously, nothing about the Church of Cod is appropriate for children. To me, that's part of its appeal. But mostly watching Lorne get his. Exactly. Ape, if you are actually sharing these videos with your children, I would consider you an unfit parent. But I love the idea that these are fake public service videos that I do. Spencer says, poor Shrek. Yeah, Shrek deserves none of this. If Lorne were an ogre, living in a swamp would be a step up for him. You know what? A swamp Scarlet, realistically, would probably be a lot more hygienic. It's natural, that's for sure. Probably has less mold. And, yeah, I agree. Let's continue.
So, she found one and made him a knight.
I dub thee Sir Clobber.
She knew he was very brave.
Sir Clobber.
Right. I cannot believe it. I've been waiting a long time to donate.
Ever see the Imzorda kinda board doc on Jorrun? He's made docs on multiple people now other than Lorne. Jorrun, Stanley, EDP, Jessie, Queen of Spade, etc.
Hell yeah. I've seen them all. For his own mental well-being, I hope that I pray that he's enjoying doing these projects and doesn't feel burdened with glorious purpose to provide such entertaining, well-produced type content about it. He will be the gateway to people. He's got a great understanding of the actual lore and the appeal of it, and is very good at framing it and producing it in a way that's appealing for the more modern video essay type of format. It's not quite an expose on anything. It's just sort of recapping what we know and putting it into an easily digestible, straightforward, factually based recounting of the events that happened. But it's always good to have something like that, and especially something to that degree and that standard, because I mean, before then, like, how do you intro somebody to Jorrun? I think the answer is you don't. I think you can't do it. I think if you really wanted to, you would have to just have it subtly playing in the background around other people until somebody says, "What is this? What is that?" And then you go, "Oh, you don't know? It's Jorrun." And then, you can't just force it on somebody. I don't know if I dislike anybody enough that I would even ever try to do that, But when it looks real polished, and it's got a lot of research and production value in it, it gives a lot of legitimacy to the fucking degenerate weird shit that we do.
Princess.
You're our precious little princess. We loved you first.
He was very loyal to another princess.
Hey, Frigid, precious little frozen princess.
And to yet another princess.
Princess Peach, hey, princess.
Sup?
Oh, that was fun. That was fun. So obviously, Club is my friend, and I make him sound good here, but it's always fun to make fun of your friends, isn't it?
Oh, skillful, masterful editing to make him sound good there. That's cool. I don't think Clobber sounds good at all by himself, so nice editing work.
And of course, that's what I did. By the way, I miss Princess Peaches so much. Oh, I miss her and that cute little sexy giggle. Where is she gone? If anyone knows Princess Peaches, please tell her I miss her. I really do. She is awesome. Just to let you guys know, it was a beautiful summer day here, but now it's overcast. If you hear the sound of me running, I'm running to close the windows because they've been threatening us with thunderstorms. They even said hail. It's fucking September here in New England. How are we gonna have hail?
I feel like you could, right now, just go close the windows. You don't have to wait. You should have closed the fucking windows before you start streaming, you loud ass fucking screechy, sing-songy motherfucker. Spare your neighbors, please. I bolt all my windows shut, close my door. This is a shared space, sort of. I'm not the only one that lives in this building. I'm not getting ready to scream, right? But still, common courtesy, my friend.
I digress. Here we go. Back to the story and clobbering time and how we just can't commit to one princess.
Oh, the kingdom would be protected from the fearsome ogre.
Doesn't have to commit. There are multiple princes. He's not the prince. Sir was that his title when he was knighted? Or he'd be a knight. I dubbed these Sir Clobber Time. But he's not a prince. There can be multiple princes. All right. Diplomacy. Royal family. Monarchy of random internet commenters. Of course it has to be the monarchy, the ye old England, mythical creatures, dragons. I don't think he ever incorporated a dragon into anything. That's more like that would be where I would start. Ogre's kind of B tier mythical creature.
Did this kingdom have a king?
Kit Kat meow. Ron Knight is my uncle. How do you do?
Base Shaman is the king.
Are you sure about that, Clobber?
The undisputed king.
Okay. Base Shaman is the king. I have no problem with Base Shaman being the king.
So what's cool about that line is, so I've been putting off getting this done because for me as a creative person, when I have a good idea, it gets...
Getting what done? The commentary or this video that he's doing the commentary over? What were you putting off?
It's a little too big in my mind sometimes, and I'm like, oh, this is going to be the best idea ever, blah, 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 blah. And then I get overwhelmed because I go into perfectionism, and I tend to withdraw. Bad habit. So many of us have it, though.
Well, it's lucky that he did this and got over his fear of perfectionism to deliver the most perfect director's commentary. Do you guys think... Can I run a poll in the chat? No. I was gonna have you guys vote. Engage, start a poll. Okay. Which is better? Okay. Which of these do you enjoy more? The director's commentary video of the Teaching Your Children, or the Teaching Your Children about the Church of God? Which one do you enjoy more? I'll let you interpret enjoy. Found more entertaining, thought was produced better, better rewatchability, doesn't make you as irrationally angry, best to revisit and rewatch. Oh, people are voting how I figured they would. But I still hear people say, like, yeah, the Teaching Your Children, that actually was pretty good. Yeah, it was pretty good from a guy that came out of nowhere and, like, did nothing, and that was his, like, very first attempt, I guess. All right, is that about everybody? Okay. You're right. You don't want to put a hat on a hat when it's not necessary, but this is more like tears on a cake, like a beautiful wedding cake. It's already good. It's already cake, but let's just keep that bad boy going, and let's just keep going, and layers on layers and layers. It's just a damn shame that he never got to do a director's commentary of this director's commentary video. You know what I'm saying?
So I wanted to get this done and give it to Club a week earlier, but I was dragging my feet. Well, that very Sunday, after I was originally going to send it to him, Bass Shaman did that in his show. He did Bass Shaman is the king, the absolute king. And so that was perfect. I'm like, yes, the kingdom now has a king. This is awesome. So I put that in.
This is his best friend. Best friend. He had to wait for him to just by chance say that in the stream instead of messaging him like, hey, can you say this for my video? Or, hey, Jorrun donated 99 cents. Klaba, my best friend, could you please say that Bass Shaman is the king for a video I'm working on? Yeah, Jorrun, whatever. He had to just wait for it to possibly happen.
When Klaba debuted this on his channel, Bass Shaman was in the audience. And Bass Shaman sometimes shows up with Sundays for COD. I believe he's a very busy guy. I mean, he streams every damn night and does his own content. So seeing him there and seeing his smiling face emoji pop up was very cool to me. I was very happy.
I was a happy little Jorrun that night when I saw that little smiley face emoji in my comment. I knew right then and there, this is more than a friendship. This goes deeper. This goes way deeper. We're fucking TCAP streamers, brother. That's a bond greater than a man and a wife, father and son, boy and his dog, a genie and his master. We're boys. I'll make you a stream. I'll make you a little video giving you some backstory, lore you didn't ask for. And then in exchange, I'll make your chicken pot pie recipe. Sort of. And that's what boys do.
Scarlett, when did Betty? I'm happy to answer that. Excuse me. What happened was, I don't know if this was the first or...
But I'm officially out on the Coke thing. I think it's just a tick. I think he just has probably allergies. I think he just doesn't. It's probably something he's done his whole life, and he just can't help it. Just grabs his face, part of his face, when he's nervous. We should watch some more of his live action stuff in front of the camera, but when he's not playing an instrument, because I want to see what he does with his hands when he's always playing music, except the stage production with the funny please. I'd love to see how he, can he stand comfortably still when he's not doing anything? Yeah, see that kind of being anti-drug, as they say, that doesn't surprise me. I know I heard that in the interview, but I had a shred of doubt just because of the fucking sheer volume of delusions of grandeur, the fucking peaks and valleys of just pumping out shit in rapid succession. But not being able to like sit down and take the time to edit and properly make something to be proud of. And just the fucking nostril fucking snot rockets.
Her second time she was on the show, I knew there was the interview, which is how I became a fan of Clobber. First thing I ever heard of Clobber, I stumbled on his channel because he had the call where the great Tiffany Lockhart gets Lorne to read the Lornography. And I found that. I'm like, oh my God, this is gold. And Clobber kept interrupting. And I'm like, who is this?
Oh, you hate when people interrupt at the best parts, huh?
This asshole, he needs to shut off. Well, right. Same mistake everybody makes.
I mean, guys, we've all been there, right? Come on. We're boys, remember? I'm a friend of the community. We're best buds. I didn't mean nothing by it. He does that shit, too. I get why it's fun to do. Oh, Mike Pence. Mike Pence. La, 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 Mike Pence. Liberal.
Later on, you find out Clobber was raising money. Clobber's fucking awesome. And he would do that. So, I had found out about Betty, I believe, through Sam Pendleton's channel. Fell in love with her. Heard his interview.
Oh, this has been going on. This is timelines. This is post Pendleton posting an engagement, but the channel was still around and was still relevant and regarded as one of the better TCAP channels. And he was referencing it and pulling from it at the time. That's interesting. And then now we're here. Fuck.
I'm like, okay, this is a really solid dude. And it was either the first or second time, I think Betty was saying how different people had like there was a pope and stuff, and Clobber had no title. And Clobber, Mr. Modesty, he's like, yeah, I don't have one. So she knighted him. She goes, do I have the right to do this? He goes, you have more right than anyone in the church, which is so true.
Does anybody else want a title? What's Heisenberg's title? I'm the something of I don't know. Anyway, some position of power that I have the ability to grant titles. So, yeah, that's a good point. We need like deacons, or if you want to be a brother, we were brothers. You'd get to wear suits. A collared brother. You want to be a government position. Cocksucker Heidenberg. Okay, Mike Pence. You know what, Mike Pence? You are going to be the municipal dog catcher. That's what your title is. And CNJ Dev, you're going to be TCAP's comptroller. Okay. And who want Cookie Whoopie Pie could be the county clerk. And but not cat. No. Cats are fine. Cats are cool. Cat. Yeah. What about Who wants to be the assistant district attorney? Chairman of the PTA is Kit Kat Meow. There you go. PTA stands for pussy, titties, and ass. District DA Shins Koala. Yeah, I thought about that. I guess that makes more sense. More like ambassador to Italy. And he works at the Italian embassy in America. And Il Riurga has a government position. I just can't divulge what it is. It's classified.
So she knighted him.
Did Jorrun have a title? Did he ever give himself a title? Jorrun identity. We're making you town treasurer. There you go. I don't know what funds we're gonna have you manage, but you can manage the $80 that Jorrun raised in his one live stream. It's quite a bit of money, so hang in there.
And I think that was the same time where Betty did mini-syllable.
Barbarian wasn't his like, he never called himself anything, though. Like, I'm the blank of TCAP. I'm the comedy guru. Right? Because I feel like he would have really tried to, like, hammer that in so that we all start calling him that.
And it was out of nowhere because she loves when Clobber does, as we all do. And she did many syllables, and I swear to God, I literally fell out of my chair. I fell out of my chair. I may have been drinking. Probably. But yeah, that's what happened. He was definitely during a Sunday with COD stream, Scar. Chef says, you'll get the thunderstorms. I got a couple hours back. I'm staying in. Oh no. Euro says, it's not summer till the 20th. We've had sleet in... Ugh. English weather, yuck. Off the Verge. It's not Clobber's fault that La Princess want him. You know what?
Hey, people that have listened to this commentary and have been around for a minute, do you guys know if your name gets brought up in this? I'd love to know if anybody who's listening now knows that at one point their name gets brought up.
Verge, you're absolutely right. He deserves them, but still, he could give me a few, couldn't he? Does he have to have them all? I'm just saying. Was it the cleanest, best pleasure having Base Shaman? Yes, Euro, yes it was. Definitely. Alright, let's continue.
Sir Clobber was strong, brave, and ready to fight. Children, he is what we call an alpha male.
Absolutely.
No woman can control him, no matter how beautiful she is.
I don't know who you think you're talking to. You're not talking to Warren right now.
Now that does not mean that he wasn't aware of his own shortcomings.
I'm just some idiot in Chicago, so.
So look at how great that was. Clobber and I, before I started doing content, we had a joke going back and forth. So, you know, Clobber plays this character sometimes where he is the brother of Winnie and Debbie, known as Derek.
That's You and him had that joke going back and forth? What?
Derek James. And so when that happened, I've been studying the whole thing about alpha males and beta males just in the past year. And
God, not as a entryway into studying this phenomenon and seeing why people are so why it's taken, why it's become part of the cultural zeitgeist. Like, why is that so popular now? He hasn't been like investigating it. He hasn't been looking in it for like potential lolcow material. He's just in on it. He's 100% in on it. A lot of dumb people online these days, huh? Lauren's one of them. Anyway, I've been looking into this flat Earth thing for a while, and yeah, I'd love to do a stream about how actually the Earth is flat and how I can prove it and how it's been proven, and that I will debate anyone on it. That's what I've been looking into.
And the joke I would do when I'd be on Klobber's thing is I would call him like Alpha Male Derek or something. And
hang on.
Here. And the joke I would do when I'd be on Klobber's thing is I would call him like Alpha Male Derek or something.
That's the joke that they had back and forth, was that he would spam Klobber's live stream with, wouldn't it be funny if you were called Alpha Male Derek? Wouldn't that be funny?
And I would just joke around in comments, and I'd say stuff like, wow, Ramona will give Lauren a perfectly logical, sensible, solution. And Lauren will respond back by going, no! So I go, Lauren is the most stubborn child I've ever met. And Clobber responded back with total beta, Jorrun, which is hilarious. And fun fact, if there's ever Jorrun trivia, if you want trivia, here's some now.
There was Jorrun trivia.
Almost didn't go with Jorrun. I almost went with Alpha Male Derek. Because Derek is my favorite character in Lornography. He's awesome. And I absolutely love the idea of Lauren someday finding my channel and going, it's another Derek, I can't get away from him. Well,
is he referring to a catfish troll thing in modern Lorne era named Derek? Or is he literally referring to the character from the original chat log? I forget. Was there a Derek at one point? Because chat log Derek, yeah. Right? Yeah. It's his favorite. Did you say that's his favorite?
Awesome. And I absolutely love the idea of Lauren someday finding my Derek. I want to hear some now. I almost didn't go with Jorrun. I almost went with Alpha Male Derek. Because Derek is my favorite character in Lornography.
He's not really a character. It is sort of the idea of him and what he builds in his head. Like, there never was a character, an active character in it. And that's your favorite character? It's not Lauren, it's not Kayla. It's not fucking even the non-characters like Casey and Chris. It's Derek. You didn't do anything. Derek was one of Winnie's, Debbie's brother. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking like it had to be a combination of those things. Okay.
He's awesome. And I absolutely love the idea of Lauren someday finding my channel and going, it's another Derek, I can't get away from him.
That would freak him out if he ever saw that there were people that shared names. That would be an epic troll. God damn it. Imagine if guy that murdered your family, his name was Brett. And oh, good night. Then years later, you go to the bank and the teller's name is Brett. And you're like, oh, that's a pretty common name. What? Wait, listen to him do it again.
Solution. And Lauren will respond back by me. And it's another Derek. I can't get away from him.
Jimmy. Carl. No, that's the llama thing. Carl, that kills people.
Well, I decided not to go with a community-specific name because I wanted to be able to do other things. Original songs, some content that wasn't related to Lauren. So, Jorrun is a name I've had for over 20 years online, and I stuck with it. Yeah.
Wait a minute. I got something. I got a couple for this. Don't reveal any important information, Jorrun. It might come back to haunt you.
Original songs, some content that wasn't related to Lauren. So, Jorrun is a name I've had for over 20 years online, and I stuck with it.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Other things. Original songs, some content that wasn't related to Lauren. So, Jorrun is a name I've had for over 20 years online, and I stuck with it. Yeah.
Oh my
Scarlet,
God.
oh, Betty's Lauren impression. Oh, it makes me laugh so hard. It is so good, so good. Euro, don't tell anyone, but I'm a bit drunk. What are you drinking, Euro? You told me in the past. I know you guys like gin, and that. I know you're kind of fancy. I'm a little bougie myself. Afterwards, Derek King James. That's awesome. Jace, I do TCAP music. I do original sketches, which is what I'm doing right now, my first ever sketch. I do a bunch of stuff, and I will do a bunch more. TCAP recipes. Yeah, I know, Chef, you want to go into that. You got the ability, man, and I'm going to support you. There's no fucking doubt.
You sure about that?
I had ginger
You sure about that? That's
flavored
why?
scotch yesterday. I thought it was delicious, but unfortunately it was not. Oh well. But yeah. So, Chef, this is for you. I'm going to take a sip. Hold on. So that line that Clobber just does, where he talks to Tiffany, goes, I don't know who you think you're talking to, I'm not Lauren, where he suddenly becomes very alpha, and it's awesome. That is a clip from the Sunday Saccade where Clobber and Tiffany were watching TCAP recipes. That was the whole show that day. They binge watched TCAP recipes. And so I got that clip from there, and that video is where I got introduced to TCAP recipes. I became a subscriber, and now TCAP is one of my closest friends in the church.
Aww.
That's real talk. TCAP, if you feel the same way, by all means, say so. But yeah. So, and I'll tell you guys as I go through this where I get original clips from, and even direct you to the videos if you want to hear them.
Unfortunately, before the brave Sir Clobber could fight the fierce Lauren Lynn, it was captured by the local authorities and forced to live in a cage.
Where he belongs, in a cage, in jail.
He's in jail, I guess. For being a fucking idiot.
Clobber!
Definitely true. Breaking easy-ass terms of probation.
Language! There are children listening.
Hopefully not.
Sir Clobber decided the best thing to do for his precious princess was to rebuild the treasury of the kingdom. Every Sunday, he invited all the subjects of the kingdom to his home and asked them to donate whatever they could.
Yep.
Well, howdy, loved ones.
He would entertain them all and make them laugh hours and hours at a time. And when he was at his happiest,
shit, that You know what? You got a good point there. We should count. Is Jorrun a name dropper more so than Alex Jones drops the word liberal?
Liberal. Liberal, 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 liberal. Happy fun, la la la. Human smuggling, fentanyl deaths. Forced government euthanasia, chopping up children's genitals, la 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 la.
You would make the most wonderful sounds of contentedness.
So that's how I decided to put mini syllables in there, because of course you're not talking about club and not having mini syllables. So I made them sounds of contentment. If any of you are new, he did it, man. After a year, man, motherfucking Betty is all paid off as of last Sunday. Huzzah! He did it, man. He restored the kingdom's treasury. That's a man right there, man. That is a man. Okay, cool.
So beautiful. Tiffany, did I do a good job on my first story? I mean, seriously.
Seriously.
Aw, you're so sweet. You always have my back, Tiffany.
Clobber, teacap, recipes, petty, la la la. Banning channels, Cornville, Mafia, la.
Okay, get into the story about that. So, oh, which one was that? I'm not sure. I think that was the one. My favorite ever, Sundays with Cod, was where Clobber does the Derek character, and he's there with Winnie and Debbie. And he's making fun of Debbie, and he goes, you know, he does his impression. Hold on, that's the rain. I gotta close some doors. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Hi there. Would you like to sign my petition?
Destroy the child. Corrupt them all.
Jesus. Well, I warned you. So, yeah. Clobber, of course, always makes fun of how Tiffany talks. Seriously. And, Tiffany made the mistake you never do, which was you do not say something that you claim you never say, because somebody smart, like me, will come around with audacity and clip it out and use it back at you. So when I did that, I was nervous because, mind you, I didn't know Tiffany at all, right? I just saw her on the screen. I would observe how good she was in streams. And I was nervous to put that in. I'm like, what if she takes herself real seriously? No pun intended. Takes herself real seriously. What if she gets mad? But I'm like, nope, it's common. I'm going to put there in. Tiffany could not have been cooler about it. Tiffany is the fucking tits. She's awesome. And she loved it. And so I kept that in.
Excuse me.
And I did some other stuff teasing her about how she talks. On one Sundays with Cod, I did a donation, and my donation message was, I want Tiffany to star in a show about attorneys and call it Serious Law. She was there, pretended to be angry in a very funny way, and she's just like, that was so funny. So, Tiffany is awesome, as I've said so many times in the past. Okay, what we get here. Let's see. Aaron. Hello, Aaron. Just imagine when she gets a 20K from Lauren. Ha ha ha. Yeah, that'll happen any day now. Ha ha ha. What else? Rhoda, my precious chocolate princess. Rose kiss smiling.
Jesus.
Archvile. What horror movie is the image from? Archvile, I will tell you that in a moment. It is from The Dump. Alright. Scarlett, somebody suggested we send a bill to Lauren for Betty's payment. That would stress him right out. It's spelled R-E-E-T. Scarlett, read out. Archvile, my Cubano brother, thank you for coming.
There it is.
I think I am here. Let's see. Eurovision, thumbs up for S-Hole for helping. Absolutely, absolutely. All right.
Ooh.
So let's finish.
Glaze right past that one. Oh my, oh, Capone, Diane, oh, Scarlet, oh my god. Wow, a legend in the chat. Oh, for Betty, oh, we do a good job raising money for Betty, and yeah, shout out asshole. Thanks for the money.
Finish this one up, gets the next one.
Children is the story
Anyway.
of Sir Clobbering Time. Real name, Derek McClobberson. Derek? Ex-Derek? The end. Join me next time when I teach you about another member of the Church of Cod. God bless you, Sir Clobbering Time.
So that's how that became my signature sign-off, which is, God bless you. And so that was my very first one. Now, the second one I ever did is about Mr. Andrew Burket. Burket is how it's pronounced. Burket is what Lauren calls him, because Lauren can't get any of our fucking names correct. And this was actually the first idea, because, so the hardest part...
Can't get any of our fucking names correct. And this is the first idea
about the series and why I've stopped it is, you need to have a plot. You need to have a story.
No, you don't. That's a lie. Mr. Comedy. Mr. Storyteller. Look what I'm doing. I'm making content right now. I don't have a plot. I have no script. I don't need to write this. This is off the cuff. A plot? I can make a story without a plot. I'm just not going to, but I could. Oh no.
Land of Aang, there lived a cat named Andy.
Cool. Alright, so here we go. This is the second one in my series. It's called... Among Us! Right here. Alright. Oh wait, this is actually the third one. Haha! Well, I've talked it up, so I'm going into it anyway. It's called
There you go.
Andrew, Burket, and Shin's Koala Go on an Adventure. Here we go.
Number 12, cock.
About another member of the Church of Cod.
Well.
Hi there, boys and girls. Are you ready to hear about another member of the Church of Cod? Okay. Once upon a time, in a faraway land of Aang, there lived a cat named Andy.
Yes, the land of Aang. I'm sorry, sometimes I get a little corny. Please bear with me.
Hello, everybody. Andy looked a little different than most other cats.
I'm bald and I'm actually good looking, haha.
Hey,
Like myself.
hey, you're not the only
No. No, he does it twice. No. No, no, no.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
Here, you know?
You sure about that?
Full name, Andrew Cat, had a best friend he loved greatly. It was a koala owned by a man named Shin.
Hello, everybody.
He also didn't look like your everyday koala.
Shin looks like Italian gangster.
Okay, so a little background there. So here's what happened. Excuse me. Everybody here? Cool. The idea for this one came from the fact, I'm going to embarrass myself here. The idea for this one came from the fact is, I knew from Sundays with Cod that there was someone named Shin's Koala.
The salami leg.
And I remember thinking, what a dumbass name that is. You know, he sounds and looks, I'd seen the video, you look like a big dude. I'm like, who the fuck is Shin? Is that his wife?
The salami leg ain't gonna fit.
Teddy bear, right.
So the salami leg
I didn't understand anything.
Fit the salami
and let me drop a little knowledge here.
ain't gonna fit like
There's
that.
one thing I have found,
So
that every time I've assumed something is
salami.
stupid in the Church of Cod, there's only one thing stupid in the entire Church of Cod, and that's Lauren. That's it. So I thought, wow, with a dumb name, Shin's Koala. Later on, I actually watched the TCAP episode with Mike Shin in it, and I'm like, oh, I had seen it, but I didn't realize Shin was handing her a koala. And after that, I'm like, oh, that's actually clever to call himself that. So I don't know if I ever apologized to him. Shin, I apologize. But, so I had that in my mind, this character. I'm like, let's make Shin's koala an actual koala. And since Lauren can't pronounce everything, and it's turned Burket into Burket, let's make it a cat and a koala go on an adventure. I pretty much don't mention that they are animals for the whole rest of this thing, but what do you want from me? Yeah.
Made a movie called Cats in Space. It's an incredible space adventure. These two cats go on a quest to save all of catkind. That's the name of the movie. In the movie, the characters are humans, and they're not called cats, and they're never addressed as cats, but it's called Cats in Space.
Yes. Shin likes strawberries. Me too. Teacap says Shin is a koala in real life. Bomb drop. I thought he was an Italian gentleman who lives not that far away from me. But I guess you thought. Rhoda, yes. Rhoda, absolutely. I definitely didn't know what your name was. A chewed Tootsie. I'm not sure if I even knew who Rhoda was, maybe, but a chewed Tootsie. And of course, so with me, everyone eventually gets a nickname from me. Everybody gets a nickname. I don't even try. It just comes to me. Or in some cases, it doesn't. With Rhoda, I call her, what's it? Chocolate Thunder, Chocolate Love.
Jesus.
Rhoda told me what she actually looks like. Sounds very attractive. Definitely not chocolatey, though. Archvile. I didn't realize Shin's name was referenced to the Predator. Archvile, good. See, I'm not the only one who was fooled. Absolutely. Excuse me, Mike Shin. Thomas Shin, who Chef did a great recipe. 2 recipes about. He was the Asian guy who made a lot of quote-unquote cute noises when Chris confronts him. He did a lot of it was silly.
Yeah.
But that's his friend. Okay, so let's go back into this.
It also didn't look like your everyday koala.
Shin looks like Italian gangster.
I was under the impression that koalas only came from Australia. Oh, what the hey. I say Italy can have its own koalas too. Hooray!
You heard it. I declare, koalas are no longer for Australia. If Italy wants koalas, I'm down with it.
Andy and the koala cared about each other very much and said kind things to one another sometimes.
You're a tougher guy than me, obviously.
Dude, you're a better person than I am.
In time, Andy and the koala heard the good news about the Church of Cod from the wise beast shaman. In fact, they were very brave and decided to see the evil ogre, the Lorne Lynn, for themselves.
I do call shaman the gateway drug. He was the first person to tell me about Lorne.
Such a lame. The Lorne Lynn. The Jorrun comedy. Fucking lazy.
Never saw the original.
He was proud of his creative idea to come up with a name that's just his name. It's not even Lorne the Scorned or something like Lorne the ogre. It's just his name.
To catch a predator. I wasn't watching TV at that time. So I was already a fan of Chris Chan. I was a Christorian.
I'm working on
Found
it.
Base Shaman when I was searching. Base Shaman got me into lornography as so many other people did. And funny story about that. The first time I ever heard him read the lornography, I listened to a few chapters and I stopped because I'm like, boy, this guy is talented. He's a good actor, but he's trying way too hard to be funny with all these weird noises he's making. Once again, boys and girls, once again, I thought something was stupid. Once I got more knowledge, I found out the only thing stupid is Lorne. And so I stopped. Months later, found out about the existence of mini syllables, went back, listened to the entire Holy Lornography as read by Bass Shaman. Loved it.
Are
It
you
was
excited
awesome.
about me or my penis?
Okay, let me see here. Danny, my precious princess, is here. He's the one that crashed headfirst into the bar in the beach house. No, that's someone else. That's not Shin. Yes, that's it. Yeah, he was the stinky guy. I would guess, possibly Filipino? I'm not sure. He was dark-skinned, long hair.
Yazul
Archvile says I
Akutsu.
can be dense about such things hiding in plain sight. Archvile, something else that connects us. My Cubana brother.
I offered
Dan-
you friendship, and you spat in my face.
Danny, for you, I'm always ready. Definitely do Chris Chan. Danny, I would very, very much like... So one thing that's great, I feel Danny would be cool. But, Danny, obviously you have experience with autism, and so I think you could really enlighten...
Excuse me.
You've already taught me some stuff that I didn't know. So I think you could really have a special, insight into Chris and his delusions, because those are real.
I'm working on
He's
it.
got a lot.
I'm working on it.
Euro, a Colombian. Euro, Anthony's my favorite guy other than Lauren. I mean, I quote him constantly. I cannot tell you how many times I've said, I'm not gay, I'm just saying. Mind you, the conversation is never about sexuality, but I crowbar that in there. I mean, you see, now a lot of times when I go into streams, I come in with, I just stopped by. He
Number
is
12.
the most quotable person on earth. Let me see. Shin brought all the gifts, just want to watch movies. He's like, well, maybe next time we'll have sex. You're one of those quote-unquote nice guys. Alright. Archville and I separated at birth. Cool. Danny looking up right now. Danny's the best. Alright, guys. Let me go back to it.
So, they traveled very far. Andy was tired of England anyway.
Everybody where I live is a miserable, angry arsehole.
And to language. The Lauren Lynn had gotten himself in trouble.
So, in case you don't know, Andy is specifically from Manchester. Euro, I don't know if you're anywhere near that. You can tell me a little bit about that. I'm a fan of some music that came out of Manchester. The great Joy Division. New Order was actually one of my favorite bands in my teens. So they're from there, but I hear that it's kind of a hard Scrabble place. So according to him, everyone there is a miserable asshole. I don't know.
Trouble again, and had been caged.
Think of choices Budweiser Light.
Now, he was before the town's wisest man, who would judge his fate and decide what would happen to him. The wise man's name was Woodcock. And that's all I have to say about this name. Nothing else. Nope.
Oh,
nope,
wait a minute.
Nope.
No jokes about the name Woodcock, because you know what? A great batter doesn't swing at every pitch. And
Number 12,
a great comedian
cock.
doesn't make every obvious
Number
joke.
12, cock.
And I think it's funnier
Number
if
12,
I
cock.
point out that I'm not.
Number 12, cock.
The Lauren Lynn was
Number
let out of
12,
his
cock.
cage and
That's the difference between you and me, Jorrun. Oh, sometimes the best joke is the one that you don't have to spell out loud.
Number 12, cock. Number 12, cock. Number 12, cock. Number 7, student watches porn and gets naked.
and led into the courtroom. Andy and the koala gasped.
I saw Lorne immediately and he turned round and looked directly at me.
The ogre looked bigger and greener than they ever dreamed.
He looked jacked to you guys?
Yeah, he looked mean.
Oh no!
Oh shit, something I should point out. So the third guy there was a friend of mine who I wish he was here. Oh boy, I wish he was here right now. But he is oftentimes in streams, particularly Sundays with COD. Socks Cop Hawker. I believe that was the voice of Socks Cop Hawker. He went from Boston area, Massachusetts. He drove up there. And, oh yeah, I may have to ask him about this. I'm definitely going to point him out to this live stream. Because he said that he definitely did get to see Lauren. And, yeah, exactly. Here we go. Euro says, I'm from near Newcastle. That doesn't help this American out at all. And I'm not about to pull out Google Maps. So, yes, there you go.
That Google Map shit out of here, Euro.
The ogre looked right at them.
Before I subscribe to you.
Them. But the cat and the koala were alpha males, and they could not be scared easily by such an obvious beta cuck. The ogre looked in the koala's eyes and then quickly turned away.
He looks right at me. And I thought to myself, I am not going to break my stare. I'm not going to blink. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to make him blink. And then he looked directly at me and put his head toward the ground and walked out.
Of course, because Shin is an alpha male and Lauren is the biggest beta. I definitely love that Shin did that. Shin's like, nope, no fair. And tamed the evil ogre Lauren Lin very quickly, sounds like.
This is how excited he is to tell someone else's story. And chopped up and added himself and his own narrative of something he wasn't even there for, that was not, it was just more of a cool thing that it got to it's not as much of a piece of the lore, you know. But him doing this is like inserting himself retroactively into the story, like he was there. Like people who otherwise might not have known that only some people were there and he wasn't one of them. If the biggest video that people are talking about and sharing are from his channel, it's like, yeah, Jorrun must have been there. He knows all these details.
That's because he's a little bitch. Now, the ogre may not have been the smartest customer, but he was cunning. To win sympathy, he had his mother, the fair maid Gwendolyn, speak in his defense.
So, I have to tell you, you might wonder why I'm calling her the fair maid, right?
No. I'm not wondering that. Listen. My brain's been shut off for about 45 minutes or so, or however long we've been going. I wasn't wondering. I wasn't wondering then. I wasn't wondering now. The fair maid, it's pretty self-explanatory. I don't know who you're talking to, who you think. You know, you're doing teaching your children about the Church of God. You're giving like extra context to jokes that didn't land and you didn't get any compliments on like you thought you would, because you thought you were so clever for doing this. So now you're walking people through it like they're children and don't know. That's why this is the director's commentary. It's like, just in case, I noticed that this video did not hit the 1,000 view mark right away as I was hoping it would. So just in case people were confused if my writing was a little bit over the top or maybe too subtle for what people were used to, I'll spell out the humor, and that way people will know for next time what to expect. It's the least I could do as an entertainer.
Liberal. Happy fun, la la la. Human smuggling, fentanyl deaths. Forced government euthanasia, chopping up children's genitals, la 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 la.
Right, because people say she looks like Lauren, right? People call her Gorilla Face. Guys, little secret here. When you were writing a fairy tale, knowing that you have a character named Gwendolyn, that's a gift dropped into your lap.
When you're writing a fairy tale, you can make the names whatever. You could have called him Sir Launcelot instead of the Lorne Lynn, you know? You don't have to just take what you're given. It's fiction. It's fiction based on a true story, based on real people. If his deadbeat dad was named Brian, he's gonna go, well, can't do anything with that. You know, but Gwendolyn sounds like a funny medieval name, I guess. So, writing her into the story.
That is such a perfect fucking fairy tale name. I'm like, she's not Gwen, she's Gwendolyn. I made her the Fair Maid, which I think is funny. And yeah. Here we go. Jace, is this guy? I can hear you. I'm reading and I'm talking to you directly, Jace. Am I going to play a Lorne call? No. When I get angry.
Jeez. Play a call. Play a call. You play a call. Some people do that very well.
I definitely love that Shin did that. Shin's like, nope, no fair. Euro says I'm from near Newcastle. Shit, Jace, we are, if you read the description, I am playing some of the old sketches that I wrote months ago, and I'm commenting on them. I'm doing a director's commentary, as it says there. I am not going to play a Lorne call. I hope you enjoy it. If not, that's fine. That is...
This idea of his could have been actually good. Not barely passable, bare minimum, first attempt at content good. If it was... if he could write a whole story, most of it would be narration, his own narrate. You could do the voiceover. Manufacture a whole story just of sound bites from Lorne and the Lorne calls, which there's no shortage of at all. You could find and if you really wanted to try and dabble in the YouTube poop style of editing, the sentence mixing, even, you could get him to say things with his own voice that he's never said, that you're just writing for him. And that would have been so much funnier if he could do that with the community members and their live streams, and then also the Lorne calls and the Lorne video. That's sort of what, like, Crank Cinema did. But that, if he did that, this would have just been audio. Crank Cinema made a whole fucking beautiful feature-length film out of the sound bites and still images from that, and animated, and could tell a real good story with it.
That is it. It's a place Newcastle Brown Ale comes from. Oh, cool. Nice. Thank you. Here we go. I am, yes, Danny. See, this is why Danny is my back. Danny's like, Jorrun shouldn't have to stop. I'll help. Danny, once again, off the verge, the fair gorilla Quinn.
All right, finish your compliment to Danny first before you jump to the next comment.
Okay, I think that's a very nice halfway there. It's the fair gorilla Quinn.
He needs to speak for himself, and he needs his mother up there to hide behind her skirt.
My son is a good ogre, Gwendolyn said. He has 2 dogs that he does not eat, but he eats little girls instead.
Oh. Did you just try to sabotage my stream, Harriet? Rubbing your face on my keyboard?
Found out about the existence of mini syllables. Drug? He was the first person to tell me about Lorne, my Cubano brother.
Now I gotta find out where we left off.
Right. Archville and I separated at birth. Cool.
Right at them, trying to scare them. But the cat and the koala were alpha males, and they could not be
You and me,
scared
Harriet.
by such an
Cat and
obvious
the koala.
beta cuck. The ogre looked in the koala's eyes and then quickly turned away.
He looks right at me.
When you're writing a fairy tale, no one... I'm laughing now. Should I be apologizing for that? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I I just love that. Lauren has 2 dogs that he does not eat, but he loves. So the joke I have, right? Because Lauren is, in real life, a predator. In this, he's an ogre. Ogres, quote unquote, eat little girls. And yeah, you know what I'm trying not to say.
Say it. Say it, motherfucker. Go on. Push the boundaries of comedy. Fucking say it, coward. What are you trying not to say, huh? Go on.
Johnny! Johnny, I'm so glad you're here. What's up, brother? I wish Lauren was led into the courtroom naked. Oh! What an exciting idea. I'm not gay, I'm just saying. Rhoda says, Gwen is quite fair for a gorilla.
You sure about that?
Okay,
you sure
I think that's fair. I'll give you one of my favorite comedy quotes. This is from, what's it called? Not Laurel and Hardy. Abbott and Costello. Costello once said, she's either a very ugly girl or a very beautiful.
I sound like Bob Belcher? Oh, jeez. Oh, God. What else does Bob Belcher... Burger of the day. Yeah, John Oliver. You know who he sounds a lot like is fucking Archer. Oh, anyone ever notice that? Thank you. I'll choose to take that as a compliment. Thank you.
Beautiful monster.
Hey, is that a little chat donation? Gotta go. La 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 la. La la liberal.
Happy fun, la la la. Human smuggling, fentanyl deaths, forced government euthanasia, chopping up children's genitals, la 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 la.
Thank you.
And I live with that. That is.
Oh my God.
All right, here we go.
Well, this did not help the ogre's case.
Oh no.
Finally, the ogre knew he had to speak up for himself.
I was praying. I was like, please let him speak.
He tried to use the evil power of ogre tears to trick the judge.
Dude, he was crying so hard. He was
like a bitch.
Convulsing. Snot everywhere.
I don't know what to do. The ogre wailed. All I wanted to say.
Hey.
Gotta go. Thank you for the stream. La 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 la. Night
There it
sweethearts
is.
at.
La 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 la. Quirky pumpkin. La la. Mutilating children.
The ogre. Ogres can't cook food. The only thing ogres cook is little girls. His statement was so funny, Andy fell over laughing. He laughed and laughed till tears were in his eyes.
I composed myself for a few seconds and then I just burst into tears again.
So the story, as it's been explained to me by Andy in one of the shows he did when he came back, when he did a recap, is when Lauren made that ludicrous statement that he just wanted to do his cooking show, Andy laughed so hard he was crying and had trouble breathing. He actually says, I'm going to get this correct. He actually said, because Andy's kind of a spiritual guy, he had to do meditating. Like he had to kind of clear his mind to stop from laughing. But I believe he was all the way forward in his chair. He might have fallen out of his chair. Oh, man, I wish I was there. I passionately wish I was there to see Andy lose it in such an awesome way. That would have been so cool. Very cool. Lauren really looks like a green blobkin in this pic.
Duchess.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Scarlett says Lauren's the kind of ogre who falls behind on his swap payments. Yes.
Like with tears rolling down.
Andy, are you crying? Why are you crying?
Yes, I had to do that. I had to. I'm gonna take Ramona's best quote and apply it to poor Andy, who did nothing to deserve it.
Finally, using the special technique he learned in the Far East, Andy was able to breathe deeply and control himself.
Meditating.
Well, the wise judge was not fooled, and the ogre was put back in his cage, and the villagers would be safe for a while longer. Huzzah! The animals all went out to celebrate.
I was the only one who ordered a martini, and I don't drink. I just felt like I wanted to celebrate.
They were happy, but they knew someday the Lauren Lynn would be free again.
Unfortunately, that's now.
We gotta wonder what the future holds for Lauren.
We gotta wonder what the future holds, Lord. Whoa! Whoa! That was like a fucking wise seer, dude. Whoa.
Good question, Andy. What would an ogre do to keep...
So let me just rewind this. Listen to what Andy says.
Good question, Andy.
I just felt like I wanted to celebrate.
They were happy, but they knew someday the Lauren Lynn would be free again.
We gotta wonder what the future holds for Lauren.
That was perfect. Listen to his delivery. Now the funny thing is,
Delivery.
Like, it sounds mystical, like it's like Lord of the Rings. He's like,
Nope, sounds like he's got tonsillitis. Doesn't sound mystical to me. Not at all.
we have to wonder what the future holds for Lauren. When he's, first of all, it's fun how he phrased that, but
You didn't even put any fucking reverb on it! So fucking lazy.
that voice, he immediately clears his voice after he does this. He just had a regular frog in the throat. But between his accent, the way he's phrased that, and the frog in his throat, it just sounds mystical, right? Like he's got a hood on, he's like some old wise seer dude.
Good question, Andy. What
I love old wise seer, dude.
would an ogre do to keep himself out of trouble?
Nothing.
What?
I do not think that's a good idea, Andrew. He already hunts something. Children. Anywho, that's the story of Andy Burket and Shin's koala. Later, they became friends with Tiffany Lockhart.
She intimidates me too much.
Really? I've always found that Tiffany has my back.
She does.
And I mean that. Seriously.
Once
You
again,
sure
I'm making
about
fun of
that?
Tiffany's talking.
That's the end of today's story, children. All I can say is, God bless you, Andrew Burket and Shin's koala. Real name, Michael Shin's koala. Join me next time when I teach you about another member of the Church of Cod. As they say in the language of the ogres, meh, 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 meh. Bye, sweethearts.
So yeah, by the second one I decided, you know what? I'm gonna pretend that mini syllables is the secret language of ogres. So that's my...
But then he doesn't talk in many syllables. You give him lines of dialogue and as they say in the language of the ogre, that's the only time he does that. Every time I will enter the cooking show. I just want to make a cooking show. It's not very ogre-like in its own language.
my thing. And I had so much fun doing this. I have to tell you guys, it's a fun series. I would like to go back to it.
Is it really that fun? Wasn't all of this just him listening to more fun streams of people having fun, engaging with each other, and just slicing up the bits of audio? This was fun for him.
If people are interested, I need to think of a plot. That's the hard part.
Hey, you guys are interested, I'll do more, but just know you're asking a lot of me. I have to think of an idea for a story. And I mean, yeah, I do have this one that's about a genie, and I mean, it's basically already written and it's probably going to be the best thing I've ever done. But I just need like people to really want it to happen. Because
Yes.
let
Let me see. Alright, where am I at here? TCAP says, I'm doing Lawrence cooking show now. I'm going to blow my channel up. Haha. Yeah, if you guys don't know Chef, I'm sure you probably do. That's where Chef got the idea for his entire channel. He's like, Lawrence X is that's cooking. I will cook the same things. I'll do them properly. And they'll be edible. And the show will be funny. And it is. Off the verge. Imagine being laughed at in court while giving your sob story. Yeah, that... I would be very humiliated. I made a man who came all the way across the fucking Atlantic Ocean laugh so hard he fell out of his chair crying when I'm trying to get somebody's pity. Scarlett, I would have been charged with contempt of court. There's no way... Oof. You ain't kidding. And you ain't shitting either, Scarlett. Me too.
Hey, there's a phrase Jorrun was going to be hearing a lot.
Ain't kidding. And you ain't shitting either, Scarlett. Me too.
Huh? Oh, this fucking... I don't got a fucking... rim shot here. Come on. He said me too, and I know that's not funny, but... Thank you.
Let me see. Jack, this story Jorrun did using parts of Lawrence call and chats parody. You should watch the videos on his channel. They're pretty funny, especially through... Thank you. Oh, mwah. Kisses to my sweet Rhoda. Let me see here. Alright. Nice stream, need more? Please do, Jorrun. I will see what I can do, Danny. I might need some help. TCAP understands how tough plots can be. Johnny, what's worse than being an ogre? Being a virgin ogre. Definitely true. Atlantic Ocean.
He's so funny. I didn't even need to be here. He's fucking cracking me up. I don't know about you guys. I'm having a blast. This is halfway done. Like, no way in fucking hell am I doing this whole thing. Not in one sitting. But this is a good incentive for me to come back and finish this and do another one of these sometime soon. Maybe a minute. Maybe as early as Thursday. We'll see. I don't know. But shout out all of you guys. I gave no notice, like 5 minutes heads up. And a lot of you guys turned out and engaged in the chat. We had fun. I can never tell if I'm really gonna be good enough doing this just by myself, but it was fun to riff. It's fun to play the little sounds, and I could do something different every time, to make it interesting. But if you guys really enjoyed it, yeah, let's do it again. Sometime I'd love to have guests back on too. I always love doing that. Felt more fun to have somebody to bounce stuff off of. But yeah. I guess I'll just leave you with the a little ditty, a little song to send us out on while I end the stream. And no, it's not a Jorrun original, but I feel like it, in a way, it just might be exactly what this nation needs to hear right now. Super Tuesday and all, election year coming up. So just a reminder to look out for one another. Go Bills, of course, Duchess, and yeah, just take it easy.
Liberal, 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 liberal. liberal. Happy fun, la la la. Human smuggling, fentanyl deaths. Forced government euthanasia, chopping up children's genitals, la 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 la.
Okay, goodbye.